Hey, where'd you get that, Mikey? That looks just like the one in the movie.
Check this out.
This channel sucks.
Welcome to O.Chaplins Picks, where I need to watch movies like a zombie needs to eat brains. Today I'm going to be talking about a movie called PRIMATE from 2026. Everybody and their mom is talking about this movie on social media right now, but it's because it's actually good. I caught it in the movie theater and I was really glad that I did. It's the first horror movie I've seen of this year, 2026, and it's looking like it's going to be a great year for horror. The movie's about a group of friends who go to stay in a secluded fancy house in Hawaii. They're staying with the girl who lives in the house named Lucy, and her dad is the owner of the house, and he just so happens to be a guy who's deaf. They have a pet monkey named Ben. One of these really smart monkeys that's basically been raised by humans. He communicates through an iPad. He's very perceptive. They explain why the family has the monkey, which I really like. It's not just like they randomly have a monkey. There's a valid reason for why they have Ben. Ben gets rabies. Our main characters are trapped in this fancy house in the middle of nowhere in Hawaii, and they are trying to survive against this rabid monkey. And that's basically the plot of the movie. It's very simple. I've seen some other YouTubers talk about it, and they said, oh, it's just a slasher movie with an ape. I think that's what makes it great, is that it's just simple and it gets straight to the point. It doesn't waste any time. If you don't like gory movies, then this is definitely not for you. They show some very graphic gore in this movie. And one thing that I kept thinking about when I was seeing the movie, it reminded me of this lady who went on the Oprah show years ago. I saw it when I was a kid and it kind of horrified me. It was this lady who had a pet monkey, and I believe she had the monkey for like 5 years or something. And one day the monkey randomly attacked her and left her horribly scarred and disfigured. They play on the whole tension of why you shouldn't own a wild animal in your house, especially something as wild as a monkey. I've always thought monkeys were very creepy growing up because they're abnormally strong and then they're also very smart on top of that, which I think makes for a deadly combination. This movie plays on that really well. There's a lot of scenes where, especially towards the beginning when he's like first starting to get rabid, where there'll be a character who's kind of like right near him. They're kind of like, what's wrong, Ben? And they have their hand like near his mouth or something. And I'm like, God damn it, just get your hand away from him. He's gonna bite you or he's gonna snap your finger off or something. You know, they really play on that tension of having this unpredictable wild animal that you just don't know what the hell it's gonna do. Another thing I really like about the movie is it has a great soundtrack. They have like this very intense theme music that comes on for certain moments where Ben is just like doing crazy ass shit. Some of the shots they show of him, he just looks very menacing and just like a very ferocious animal that you do not want to mess with. And combined with the score that they add on top of that, I felt like it was a very cinematic experience. So I really got a lot of enjoyment out of this film. Just like Cujo, I read the book of Cujo by Stephen King, and of course everyone's going to make the comparison to Cujo because it's a rabid dog who has a lady and her son trapped inside of a car. This is a rabid monkey who has a group of friends trapped inside of a house. So it's very, very similar in that sense. I mean, it's definitely paying homage. They still managed to do some different stuff with it, especially because it's a monkey. They were able to add that extra level of intelligence. I mean, I think he's even more dangerous than Cujo. Even though Cujo might be a bigger animal, this monkey is capable of doing a lot more stuff than Cujo is.
Capable of outsmarting you for sure. You make Curious George look like a genius.
Well, at least I have a brain in my head. You're nothing but a talking skull.
Man, a preschooler could have come up with a better comeback than that.
Another thing I gotta mention that I've seen on social media that I actually agree with, it has to do with the film Nope by Jordan Peele. I was really hyped up to see that movie, and when I finally got to see it, I didn't end up catching it in the movie theater, but when I finally saw it on streaming, I was a bit disappointed because it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. They had this fantastic scene with a chimpanzee in there, which is part of a flashback, where a chimpanzee goes crazy on a TV set and starts killing everybody. There's a kid hiding under the table and he's terrified. I wanted more of that chimpanzee in the movie. I thought it was gonna somehow segue into maybe they sent the chimp up into space and brought back an alien. I don't know. But I wanted more of that chimp. I even told my buddy, I think Nope would have been better if they just would have made the whole movie about the chimpanzee. I'm gonna give my 5 brain reasons of why I give this movie 5 out of 5 brains. Reason number 1. Great suspense and tension. They really played well off of having this wild animal around and making him unpredictable. When they go into a room and you don't know if the monkey is in the room or not, you feel the tension. I was completely in suspense, and I love if a horror movie can bring that out of me, because I've seen so many horror movies, a lot of them can't get that exact feeling out of me, and this one completely nailed it. My second brain reason is the great creature practical effects. The fact that they had a combination of, I read that they had a guy in a monkey suit, but then they also had, I guess, a little bit of animatronic and puppetry going on. I think it was very effective. I'm so glad they didn't go the CGI route with this, because it really makes it seem like you can touch Ben. I really like the setting. I think them being in the middle of nowhere in this fancy house is a great horror setting, so that's my third brain reason. Fourth brain reason is going to be the kills. The brutal kills, and the fact that they didn't cut away and they really show him do some gnarly shit to these people, I felt like was great. I was really happy they didn't try to cut away too much. They just made it a brutal slasher that shows no mercy. My fifth brain reason is the character of Ben himself. He's a great villain. I think he's very memorable. I think he has a lot of personality. He's very cute in the beginning of the movie, but they don't spend too long on letting you get attached to him, which I thought was great. So there you have it. 5 out of 5 brains. I definitely recommend you should check this out if you like hardcore slasher movies combined with a primate monkey in there that has rabies. You can't go wrong with this one. It's a lot of fun. I see why it's getting a lot of hype and why a lot of people are talking about it, and why it's a bigger hit than I think they expected it to be. Even though it's not the most original movie in the world, it's well executed, and you could tell there was a passion in the making of this film, and they just wanted to make a brutal slasher movie with an animal, and I think they really pulled it off. Anyway, thanks for checking out O.Chaplins Picks, where I need to watch movies like a zombie needs to eat brains, and I'll see you guys next time.